Welcome back to the joint. Trying to get my hat settled right here. I'm talking here with a good friend on live. And sometimes these topics come up. They come up. And I'm wondering why we pull a groundhog out of the ground every year and then make him... Suddenly this groundhog who's in the ground the whole year and it's based on his shadow. What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? They pull him out of the ground. He says, oh yeah, it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. Or, oh yeah, spring's coming early. What does this groundhog care? What does it care? They probably shoot him in the ass and then end up taking him out. And then they hold him up like this. What groundhog, when you hold a groundhog up like this, a woodchuck, whatever you want to call it, when you hold this thing up by the neck, you want to be held up by the neck? You want to be shot in the butt and then tranquilized and then, I sleep nude sometimes. You think I want to have somebody shoot me in the butt and then they take me out nude and say, oh, he hasn't seen his shadow. Okay, great. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. This poor groundhog just wants to be left alone. Groundhogs burrow away for the winter. Yeah, of course he's going to be like, yeah, I still want to keep sleeping. You pieces of shit. What are we doing? But the tradition lives on. And Puxatawny Phil this year, I know we're late on this one, but he says, I've seen my shadow. So you're going to get 6 more weeks of winter. By the way, let's talk about how this groundhog suddenly knows how to rhyme. This groundhog rhymes better than some rappers. And when did he learn how to write? There's like a whole scroll that they scroll out. And they're like, well, I know what you're saying. Oh, well, Martin, come on. It's just a tradition. Oh, yeah, well, it's a tradition that really, really stinks, I think. I think we can leave it in the past. And by the way, Puxatawny Phil isn't always right. So, he's just as good as the weatherman that goes, it's going to rain today. It's a 30% chance. I wish I could go to my job and say something wrong and still keep my job. Isn't that the weather person? Well, got it wrong this time. Got it wrong this time, but I'll get it right next time. Well, sorry, I had to talk about this. Because I don't understand what is humane in this day and age where we're pulling out a groundhog. And yes, he probably gets fed very well and taken care of by the year very well. But that one shot of tranquilizer, because there's no way. I lived on a farm with groundhogs, a whole groundhog family. There's no way that you are taking a groundhog out of its thing like that. And it looks like, and holding it up, hoisting it up, and it's just, it looks like it's dead. No, somebody tranquilized that thing. So how fair is that? This guy is like, look, if you did that to me, I would go out there and say, yeah, oh, you mother... Yeah, it's going to be 6 weeks of winter more. You sons of bitches, you going to get it. That's what I would do. But tradition has to be upheld, and Puxatawny Phil still says 6 more weeks of winter. We'll see if he's right this year. We'll see if he's wrong. But it's come to that now. It's come to a groundhog to determine whether years and years. And like I said, you guys are going to get on me about tradition. Okay, can we create a new tradition that maybe doesn't include waking up an animal in the middle of its season where it should be hibernating? We are the most inconsiderate people when it comes towards religion, race, animals. It's wild to me. This thing is hibernating right now, but God forbid we don't wake him up. All right, that's the rant over. The joint rant. We'll be back with another episode. keep continuing, keep watching, keep clicking. Remember, you want to get back at me for this rant? You want to defend Puxatawny Phil and say I was doing the wrong thing? You can always go to changeupcreative@gmail.com. Once again, changeupcreative@gmail.com. I will put the link, I will put the thing right up in the box. It should be going across right now. You guys have a good day and stay safe. Thank you.